Hey y'all, Tammy here with Happi Art Creations and welcome to my today. I'm so glad you could spend it with me. Hey, I'm going to start doing some basics. I'm going back to the basics. So those of you that are just starting in your pouring adventure, I'm going to help you out a little bit. I'm definitely not perfect, and there's some of the basics that even drive me crazy that I haven't even accomplished yet. But we'll do it together and see how we go. But the first one we're going to do is called the dip pour, and we're going to get with it in just a sec. All right, be right back. Hey y'all, Tammy back. All right, now I've got two 5x7 canvases, and you know what? I'm showing you on these little bitty canvases, and I have two, and I have taped the back just to keep them nice and neat. And I have a habit of making these little boards that fit inside, which is a 4x6, that if I choose to resin them, they have a board on them. So that's what I had planned for these, but we're going to practice on these because these are simple little bitty canvases, nothing too big, just enough to show you. Now what I did here is I took my canvas and I want to make sure I have enough paint, okay? And we're going to lay some paint down, and then we're going to take this, we're going to put the paint down, and then we're going to dip like this. Then we're going to bring it up, okay? We also have another one because a lot of times there's extra paint left over. So let's see what's happening. I've got all different colors. A lot of them are bright and cheery and all that kind of stuff. They're basic primary colors, kind of, sort of, okay? I do need to show you that the colors, like this is just green. They're a little bit thicker. They're not going to be real thin. You don't want them real thin, and you don't want them so thick that they don't move, okay? So somewhere in between, okay? And I'm just basically going to put my paint in here. Now, I've learned from the master when it comes to doing the dip pours, and that's our Jilly Cube, and she does the chevron, and you know what? I've done that after her, and it really is the best technique. So I'm just going to put some paint down. This here's Phthalo Blue Master Touch, okay? I'm going to try to stay within my boundaries, all right? Chevron, that's all there is to it, like a little teepee, right? Isn't that pretty? Who would think just putting paint, but it is definitely fun and relaxing. And there's nothing hard about this, okay? I don't know, I'm going to do this randomly. This here's a turquoise iridescent Master's Touch where I took some turquoise green and just added some turquoise. So again, you see how I'm doing it? Just little mountains. And yeah, y'all, there is going to be quite a bit of paint on here, okay? But that's okay. I'm okay with it. Alright, so there we've gone through, and you can basically see those are pretty good. Let's lighten it up a little bit and put some blue, light blue. Now you can do this where you just do it all over the place and swirl it everywhere. But this one here, you know what you got, and it turns out beautiful. Okay, how about if we add some yellow, because we know yellow is a cool color. Now this one might be actually a little bit thinner than some of the others, so I'm going to put this in a little cup just so I can bend it, because it doesn't pour very well, and this cup won't allow me to do that. Okay, I think I'm going to do this red first. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pour my red, which is just so pretty. And I believe it's a Christmas red. I put some iridescent. So some of these paints have iridescent in it, and some of them don't. Alright. And you wouldn't think that putting certain colors together would be a problem. And I'm going to kind of mix it up a little bit and only put 3 rows of the red. Okay? It's your painting. You do what you want. Not that I have anything specific in mind, because I don't. Alright? Then I'm going to put this pretty light yellow. You know, I'm almost tempted not to, but because I need some yellow bright in there, I'm going to put it in between. How's that? Where I didn't put the red before. Okay, I'm going to add some of this green right here. Or how about some of the orange? Orange is gorgeous. Okay, I know it's nuts, right? But this is what I'm doing. a lot of paint, but all these colors are going to come out like a beautiful rainbow, and you'll see how I do it. You can hardly do this wrong. I mean, you really can't. Okay, so this one here, this one, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of that. That one went crazy. So this one's a little bit thinner than like the yellow one. Oop, don't worry about that, I'm not. Okay. And I have one more that I want to use, actually two other than white. This here's a green flash, and it's just like a lime yellow, kind of, sort of. That's a lot of paint for that little guy, but you know what? I'll be able to do some other, there we go. And around the edges, I'm just going to put some white. And I think next time we do it, I believe, and then I'll spread a little bit of white in between. We may do maybe a spiral pour, okay? Now the big thing about this is that you want to get everything good and covered, okay? Let's see if I have one of them. This will probably work. This helps. This is just a trick of mine. So I'm going to take this, and I do have push pins on it just because it helps. So I'm going to set that on there in between my little dealies. I'm going to press it down. And then I'm going to just gently push like that. Gently. It's going to move around a little bit, and that's okay. You could also take either, that's not heavy enough. That one's not heavy enough. Let me see. I've got some stuff in here. Where'd it go? Of course, just when I need everything to be right in front of me, it's not. Oh well, I'm just not going to worry about it. Let me get a few of these cards here. That's a little bit firmer. And just press it in like that. Look at all the colors, okay? All right, then I'm going to just make sure, double check. Got my finger. Look at, look at all the pretty colors right there as you see them. I mean, it's gorgeous. Here, I'll come down in. Oh, I always go up. There we go. And then I'm just going to go around, make sure I did as much as I can. My tape kind of gets in the way, but that's all right. Now, the direction I'm moving is I'm going to go from my left to my right, and I'm going to pull it right here. Now, make sure the paper, whatever. Now, this here is just, oh, not parchment, freezer paper, okay? It's heavier, but if you're on a place where the paper might lift up, make sure you tape down your grounding, but you need to have something underneath your thing, okay? All right, so I'm just going to go like this. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? And oh my gosh, and I don't have any silicone. And sometimes silicone is used to, ooh, that's super pretty. And there are little cells coming up, but silicone is used sometimes to bring up more cells and make things have bubbly effect to them. Let me show you that up close in a minute. I'm gonna torch it like this because, oops, there are some bubbles, and the bubbles will bring up some cells, and I can even do that here if I wanted to. See, there's a big cell. Okay, just like that. As simple as that. All right, this is super pretty, and guess what? I can probably do another one. What do you think? I think I want to add a little bit more. Maybe not. I'll just leave it. I wish y'all could see that spiral. It is so pretty. It's a spiral, a rainbow spiral, literally. All right, so I should be able to get 2 out of this. What do you guys think? All right, I'm going to try it. We're going to do the same thing. And press it in like that because there's plenty of paint. And I'm just going to go around. Now, what happens if you pick this up and it doesn't have enough paint on it, like you're missing something? And that could very well happen, okay? Let me get my cards a little bit harder. I'm going to try to keep it in good place. And I'm just trying to get up underneath. And yeah, I've moved it around a little bit, but that's okay. Just don't do too much because it's going to happen. And just press it down. Now again, I'm not touching the canvas because I've got one of these little cardboard blocks in here so that if I resin it, it looks cool. All right, so now this time I'm going to go from my right to my left this time and get a twin picture. Let's see what happens. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Look at that one. Now, oops, let me bring that back out because there is a definite, you see right in here, I can fix that, and this is cool. It's amazing how you put the same paints down but you have a different look, and there's a reason behind that. Now where did it go? I always have a little guy around here. Oh, there she goes. Oh, she's about out of air. This will work. Really, I need to have the other little guy. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a balloon. This right here. I'm going to blow it up real quick. Ready? And I'm going to make this one little. Like that. Maybe like that. Okay? And put my knot in. And then we're going to go for it. You can put water in these. It weights it down. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little balloon that looks like my boards almost, and I'm going to take some of my colors that are right here, and I'm going to dip it in, and then these little areas that have no paint, 1, 2, 3, or however many, and I'm going to do a kiss, and I'm just going to dot it on. Look at that, and you see, look, it's so pretty. And so I'm going to wipe that off, and I'll do it again. Find some more colors I like. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I like it. I like it, like it. I like that turquoise right in here. So maybe some turquoise and green. A little dot in there. And then I'm going to go right here. Pull it up. There you go. Looky there. And you could do this all over. It's always best to do something with, here's some pretty color. Right here. See it? I'm going to get that bright, pretty stuff right in there. It's on my balloon, so I'm going to take this and transfer it in this spot right here. Here we go. Now you can do this with anything you have. It didn't get a bit, but look how pretty my balloon is in the middle. Didn't get any of the ones. Now there's a few places, this is covered actually, but I think I'm going to try putting that right here. And you can just do that and bring it up, and looky there. Do the same thing here. Touch those things. Now, and then you're going to ask, well, what about my sides? Let me wipe this here and set it aside. Well, what about my sides? Well, the reason I like using these little push pins on the back is that I can actually take my painting here. Now, some of the sides are covered, see? But some of them, oh, dang, nabbit, some of them aren't. So I'm going to take my thing right here, and I'm going to dip it like that. Looky there. Now the sides are covered. I'll try on this side. It's got some pretty colors. So we'll just go over there. There we go. And I have one more side. Now this is a gorgeous painting. Okay? And I'll just go right here. Just because I can. And there we go. So all my sides are covered on this. This is absolutely a dream. We'll set it down. Get a paper towel. Where did you go? Where did you go? Okay, so there's nothing at all hard on this. Nothing at all. If I wanted to, I could still go back and dip in those areas because I moved it around and bring it up and touch again gently. You're just kissing them. Just kissing. And maybe I pulled up too much here and now I need a little bit more there. So now those are beautiful places, and so if you find stuff that you're not a fan of, you can do the dip. That is a little kiss there, a pretty little kiss. Let's check our sides on this one. I think we have the same issue. We do. So one side is covered, that one, and then this side is not. So let's grab our ditty, go right here in the middle, dip, and bring up. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. This side over here needs it. Let's go into this one. It's a big one. Dip and bring up. Looky there, how pretty is that? And it will start dripping down. So if it's not quite right, it will be dripping down. All right, here we go. We're gonna dip this in like that. And if for some reason you miss something, you can easily just take your balloon again, like I missed a spot right there. Take my balloon, and I could just kiss it all the way around if I wanted to. Now, be careful not to muddy up your paintings. Okay, don't keep messing with them, leave them alone. Alright, so this is pretty cool, and I think it's going to change and morph a little bit. I kind of think that that's a little muddy, and if I wanted to, I could take some of this pretty blue and give it a kiss. Gently in, gently out. And it really didn't do a whole lot there, but this you can do. This is a thing you can do with all your favorite colors, leftover paints, anything like that, and it'd be great. If you have any questions with this, just let me know, and I'll be glad to get back. Just leave them in the comment. If you like this video, go ahead and put a thumbs up. Go ahead and share, and go ahead and subscribe. I need 2 more people to make the 500 mark, and when I do that, we're going to have a giveaway. So guys, I'm so thankful that you got to spend today with me. I'm looking forward to spending more days with you, but today is today, and that's all we're promised. So let's just do today. If you know of anybody that needs some happy, spark some happy in somebody's heart today, may be the only happy you give them that they receive. Okay? All right, I will see you next time here on Happi Art Creations. Toodaloo. Bye-bye. Goodbye now. Goodbye.